Turkey's foreign minister is pressing for a ceasefire in Syria before the new year. Mevlut Çavuşoğlu says Turkey will be guarantor for rebel groups, some of whom are meeting officials in Ankara, while Russia will be responsible for the regime. The ceasefire could form the basis of upcoming negotiations between regime and opposition forces.
Ateşkes olmadan
The political talks will be started following that ceasefire. We don't know at which level the regime would join, but according to this agreement, the parties are going to decide the representative teams for themselves. But of course, Turkey has some conditions here. One of those is about the YPG. The YPG is a terrorist group, and the opposition considers them as a terrorist group as well. Thus, such a group must not have a place at the table for the political talks.
Well, for more, let's cross live now to Ali Mustafa, who can join us from the Turkey-Syria border in Gaziantep. Hi, Ali. First, let's look at the ceasefire proposal. They'd hoped it would go into effect actually 12 hours ago. Now we're hearing before the end of the year. But if or whenever it's implemented, how likely is it to succeed when so many other attempts have failed before?
Well, that is a big question, isn't it, Andrea? And yes, it was supposed to go in earlier. No time given. What makes this particular proposal different is the fact that Turkey and Russia have come together and are now pushing for it. Why is this important? Well, Russia supports Bashar al-Assad in Syria. Russia is the main backer for the Syrian regime. Turkey, on the other side, is the backer for the main opposition groups that are fighting, not just Bashar al-Assad, but also the YPG as well as Daesh. And if these two sides can come together, the understanding is what makes this particular cessation of hostilities different than the previous ones. And also the fact that the US and the UN haven't been part of proposing the cessation of hostilities, according to some analysts, makes it clear that it might actually succeed, that if less sides are involved, there'll be more of a push to make it succeed.
And this ceasefire is supposed to form the basis of political talks to take place in Astana, Kazakhstan. Do those talks look set to happen?
I think it'll be wise to remember for our viewers that these are simply proposals, that nothing concrete has actually taken place on the ground. All sides are jockeying their respective forces on the ground, Russia with Assad, Turkey with the FSA and other opposition groups and political groups, but these are simply proposals. If the cessation of hostilities does take hold in Syria, then the next stage will be to focus on the political process, as you mentioned, and that might only happen once the ceasefire cessation of hostilities succeeds. And if that happens, it will take place. The political process will restart in the Kazakh capital of Astana. That's the next plan, but a lot more work needs to happen before then, Andrea.
Okay, Ali, joining us live there from Gaziantep. Stay warm out there.